This problem we've got an object that's moving in a straight line where its position function is given by this, measured in feet, where t is in seconds. And so we want to find various things about this object's movement. So the first thing we're going to do is find its velocity, and we know that the velocity is equal to the derivative of the function. So in this case, it's just going to be the derivative of t squared, which is take the 2 out in front, reduce by 1, so it's going to be 2t. And then derivative of minus 2t, well, that's a linear one, so it's like mx plus b, and I just get the coefficient. So that's the velocity. And then part B says determine when the object was moving in the positive direction, moving in the negative direction, and not moving at all. So I can get that by, there's my derivative again. So my velocity is 2t minus 2. And I know that I can get this by doing a sign chart. And there's only one value involved, so it makes it a little bit easy. I put where this one is 0. So 2t minus 2 equals 0 would give me 2t equal 2. And that's going to give me t equal 1. So that's happening at 1. And I'll make a little chart where all I have to test is what's happening with 2t minus 2, because that's my only factor. And I know that this is a line with positive slope, and what those do is you start below the axis, and then they move across the axis here, and then become above the axis. So very simple to analyze. You could also just plug in a couple of values to see what the sign is. So this tells me that it's moving to the left, the negative direction, and here it's moving to the positive direction. We're going to just assume it's moving left and right. It could be going up and down or something like that. And where it's not moving at all is right there. That's when the derivative is 0, at 1. So I've got all the information. It's moving in the positive direction for number 1, moving in a positive direction on the interval 1. This was set up on the interval 0 to 2, so this is going to be just starts out at 1 to 2. It's moving in the negative direction from, it starts out at 0, so from 0 to 1, but notice I'm excluding 1 in both cases because that's where it stops and turns around when t is 1. Is 1. Okay, so 1 is kind of the only interesting point there. Find the object's acceleration. So remember the velocity was given by this. And the acceleration is just the derivative of the velocity. It's just going to give me 2. So it's constantly accelerating. And as I sketched the object's motion, so remember this original one was s equal t squared minus 2t. All right, so I need to find the important values here, the endpoints, t equals 0, t equal 2, and that point where it stops for an instant, which was t equal 1. In each of these cases, I get s of 0, that's going to be 0, just plugging 0 back into here. When t is 2, s of 2 is going to be 4 minus 4, it's also going to be 0. And t at 1 is going to be 1 minus 2, so s at 1 is going to be minus 1 when you plug it in. So if I want to draw this, it's not too exciting, but it's at t equals 0, it's here. Then it moves from there to over here to minus 1, and it gets there at t equal 1, and then it just turns around and comes back, and it's back here again. When we put in the 2, we're back here at t equal 2. So it just kind of went over here, turned around, and came right back. Again, it's not actually rising, it's just showing the motion that was taking place. So that's all we were asked to do there. That's the information on how that particle is moving.